I don't want to be a part of any type of revolution that isn't joyful, because the challenges that we're up against are incredibly heavy. We have entire parts of this country that don't want Muslims in America. To me, the only way to combat that is by finding the joy in the work that you're doing.
Muslims make up one of the most diverse religious communities in America, yet stale narratives still exist. This is a story about the people working to retire those stereotypes by amplifying the leadership, narratives, and talents of Muslims.
When we're talking about advancing rights for Muslims, we're talking about advancing rights for Black folks, for Indigenous folks, Middle Eastern folks, South Asian folks.
We belong here, we always have, and we have something in which to contribute.
We have the opportunity to create a community of Muslims generations before us could only dream of.
To solve the world's most pressing problems, we need to trust those closest to the challenge. These are the solutions that make our world a better place for everyone. This is Rethinking Possible.
Thanks for being here. Oh, yeah, no problem.
I grew up Muslim, spent most of my childhood in Cincinnati, Ohio. The identity of being Muslim was really challenged on 9/11. There were these narratives that Muslims are this foreign group of people that don't belong, and that we were instinctually and inherently violent. And that was reinforced every single day by television, by popular culture. What was really challenging about that, you're exhausting yourself because you're constantly having to explain who you're not instead of who you are.
I have too many stories of my kids in school having to answer for things that they have no business answering for. A couple weeks into school, teachers are talking about September 11th, and everyone looks at my son, and he's like, why are you looking at me?
Pillars has distributed more than $9 million in grants to Muslim organizations in an effort to push back against these harmful narratives. They invest in two areas. The first, grassroots organizations like Inner City Muslim Action Network that reimagines public safety.
This is Captain Sheikh. He's the founder of Pillars.
I'm just in awe and deep gratitude for everyone in this room for the work that you're doing. So thank you.
So many in the Black and brown community here are needing ways in which to be able to enhance their environments, to be able to enhance themselves.
IMAN works to foster social change, cultivate arts, and operate a holistic healing center. One of their most impactful programs, Green Reentry, a vital and necessary resource for citizens returning from incarceration.
We took a totally dilapidated building, an eyesore in the community, and transformed it into the 10-unit housing and community space that we see today. They're able to get on-the-job training, and we have larger community programs for our behavioral health.
My mother always had a garden. And it was just amazing that we got this space here. I figured we should have a garden. That's something that you can share with everybody in the community. You don't know who you are until you experience some difficulty. And when you go through the Georgia penal system, believe me, you're gonna face some difficulty. A lot of young brothers that come in that's kind of have lost their way. I try to let them know how I was able to find my way to a degree.
Having the support of Pillars has enhanced our work and our reach. My hope is that one day everyone will be equipped, everyone will be fed, and everyone will be caring for the needs of the other. Until that day comes, IMAN is here, along with foundations like Pillars.
1, 2, 3, got it. Good.
One of the most exciting things about Pillars is the community that we have been building for 10 plus years. Being in the room with people inspires people. It inspires me. It inspires our staff, our grantees, and our artists.
The second area of Pillars' work focuses on uplifting Muslim stories. They do this by bringing together and supporting artists, actors, and filmmakers.
You have to bring evidence.
Please, no. What's the problem?
Pillars Fund has been an incredible supporter of mine. I was in their inaugural artist fellowship. For Mustache to be screened at their convening is an incredible honor.
When you consume art, it really begins to inform the way that you see the world. Over the last 5 to 6 years, there has been sort of this explosion of new content that's being created by Muslims.
The more of those stories that get out there, the more complex the narrative becomes and the more nuanced it becomes. It takes a lot to make a film. It's also scary to put something out that's personal and that represents who you are. But it's been really heartening to have audiences really connect with it. Kind of makes it all worth it.
As I think the person in this room who's probably the closest in age to the main character by a decent amount, I just wanted to say I really enjoyed it and I found it really relatable. So thanks for making it.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thank you.
To me, if we do this work well, in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the next generation or generations after that, when they think about Muslims, their brain isn't going to these existing narratives that my generation had to combat.
The work that we're supporting does benefit Muslims, but the goal is to benefit society as a whole. And for me, that's what our grantees are doing. They're challenging the systems so that more people have access to rights and opportunity.
This work is really meant to honor the generations before ours. We have the opportunity to build the next generation of Muslims in this country. And all I can do is create the space for the next generation to have the things they need to continue to build.